Hello guys, welcome back to ComicBookCafe. I know the last couple weeks have kind of been, there's been videos coming out, just not like one every day. We're going to get a lot more videos rolling. There's a lot of comic books I want to review, new and old, but especially new ones. And this time around, we are going to be reviewing the totally awesome Hulk, issue number 5. So in this issue, we kind of have a weird thing. So Adonis Chow is basically finds himself in the desert by himself. Doesn't know how he got there. He hasn't ever had this in the book, I believe, up to this point happen to him, where normally he's in control, and he still believes he is in control of the Hulk. Again, he inherited it or kind of took it from Bruce Banner, and we have not actually have any real confirmation, like, is this Hulk like Banner's Hulk with Banner's personality, or is this Hulk like, here's the Hulk thing, and it's building off basically him and his personality. We don't really we had no real interaction with him and the Hulk like Banner did, obviously, in the books. So, but he wakes up in the desert, doesn't know where he is, doesn't know what's happened. His sister shows up, and, of course, flying vehicle, and is like, you know what you did? He goes, no, she punched a hole, in her flying vehicle, and this is where his sister had worried about from the beginning, that he can't control the Hulk. Again, it is kind of, you want to say egotistic or foolish to think you can control the Hulk, right? The Hulk is non-controlling, in a way. He's rage, right? Personified. So, she's really worried about, he really doesn't want to talk about it, so she decides she's going to push him. She's going to try to make him just lose it as the Hulk. So she goes through all these things, she does all these things to try to make him mad, gives him this food he doesn't like, do this he doesn't like, do that he doesn't like. And he's in the Hulk form and stuff, and he's in control, because he doesn't know any of this stuff is truly serious. He understands, like, that he really doesn't take any of it serious, so he really doesn't get angry. He's angry, but not angry enough, like, not out of control anger. And she keeps pushing and nothing works, and she kind of, she gives up. And as she does, our character ultimately finds himself being visited by the Enchantress. And he, of course, I guess he's met, I guess, Thor, and or said things about Thor, and Thor says being around her is not a good idea, so he knows Enchantress is not a good person, not meant to be good. And we do get backstory, truthfully, in this book, okay? We do see some of Chow's backstory, of his tragedy. Now, granted, is he as tragic as Banner of a character? Absolutely not. But he has had some tragedy in his life. We do get to see, that we do know his parents died. And so the Enchantress tries to turn him into Raging the Hulk, and she wants the Hulk, she's him and the Hulk to help her, and she thinks she can entice him because he's immortal and the Hulk, and she's trying to do it, and it's not working. He's not just going for it. He's not Banner, and he keeps trying to tell her, I am not Banner. You're dealing with a different Hulk, and so she ultimately pulls the the parent card. Your parents died. You gotta hate the mortals, and all this stuff. And he's like, no, I don't hate the mortals. I hate myself. It's my fault they died, not the Hulk's fault, not the human's fault. So eventually she gets him, and how she gets him is she gets a dog, right? She's going to do something to the dog, and you see him actually get angry, and then we don't know what happens, and all of a sudden we see him waking up in the middle of a desert. His sister finds him again, or maybe I guess not again, I guess this is, but his sister, he's in the desert, and she asks him what happened. He's like, I don't know what happened. And Thor shows up, of course. The Jane Foster Thor shows up. Well, go ahead, tell me what she plans to do to, obviously, to take out again her people and stuff. And then she says, because I'd like to know why the Enchantress is calling your Hulk her champion. And that's when him and his sister say, oh crap, at the very end. And that's how they leave it. So, an interesting, again, this comic book is interesting. Again, if you are a long-time Hulk fan from the beginning, this series simply may not be your cup of tea. If you're not somebody who wants to go for a ride under a new character playing the Hulk, and it's not like a fun thing, and you just want to see where they're going to go with this, cool. If you're a longtime Hulk fan, this is just truly, I don't know if this book appeals for you. If you don't like the fun and banter back and forth and kind of silliness, which is what this book has a lot of, you're not going to like it. But I've enjoyed it for what it is. I don't take it for any different. I don't like go, oh my gosh, this has got to live to this. This is simply just a book of what it is. And a lot of times it's better to go through comic books that way. Again, writer Greg Pak and, of course, artist Frank Cho. I love the artwork in this book. I like that he's truly a different kind of person than Banner was. Because that can be pointless to change the Hulk if the guy playing, again, the human is not different. But that all be said, we don't know at all through 5 issues this Hulk. The actual Hulk personality. Okay, Banner and the Hulk have had banter. You know what the Hulk talked about human being puny. This one, they kind of seem to be the same person, right? And so you'd think that, but at times the Hulk like kind of takes control. So you're wondering like, how's this all going to play out? Because we don't really know. Is this Hulk, the Banner Hulk, just kind of transferred to him, and even though he thinks he's in control, this Hulk is the same personality Hulk that was with Banner, or is it different because he's taking control? Like how are they defining what this Hulk is versus a human? So again, next issue is Thor. We'll see what happens there. She'll be in it. I'll see Enchantress will be around more, and again, a decent issue. If you like the big point of this book was the push of, what does it take to push this character to lose the Hulk, to lose it, and to clear the dog. He lost it and doesn't remember anything, but he doesn't even remember what he did. Going back to the Bruce Banner Hulk, where he didn't remember what was going on and what he did. So overall, what do you think of this book? Do you like it? You not like it so far? Again, through 5 issues, are you enjoying it? Again, the one thing about this issue is you can pick this book up and not really know what happens. Again, if you pick this book up, you're going to be asking what happened to the Banner Hulk because you didn't read the other 4 issues and find out what happened to him. But if you could read this book and not trying to figure it out and just ride with this character, and you could learn a little bit about him through this book. Piece it together, more or less. Anyway, let me hear your guys' opinions on this book. I think this is a good book to read if you want a more lighthearted book. To get you away the more superhero serious slugfest books or whatever going on, tension filled. This is kind of one of those books that lighthearted, kind of a break, kind of a fun read to read through, and then go back to your other books. Anyway, let me hear your guys' opinions like always. I'll do another review soon. Later, guys.